Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Roman, aka Mr. Anime 343, back at it once again. And today, I wanted to actually talk to you guys about something. There's this video I did a little bit earlier called "What Would You Do If Anime Is Deemed Illegal?" Well, basically, this is kind of like a follow up to this. And basically, I kind of actually see it as being like a what do I say there? It's kind of like mirroring what's going on with the world today. With people actually attacking anime right and left. And basically, I just kind of did this as a way to actually just alleviate the stress of like what's going on, but just seeing it just mirror this. Now, what I'm talking about is I actually wrote this fan fiction called Anarchy of Anime, which actually talks about if if actual humans and anime characters live in a coexistence with one another, but some holier than thou moron has decided to actually capture all the world leaders and therefore make him some type of like overlord per se. But I actually decided to just call him the Messiah. So basically, he's kind of like this snobby freaking overlord, and his first act was to actually, therefore, he actually deems anime as an impure sin, and therefore he decided to make it illegal. But I actually, in fact, that's where my saying "anime is freedom" came from. It actually started from that story right there. In fact, if you don't notice that on the cover, right within the anarchy symbol, you'll actually see the saying "anime is freedom." Because basically, those are the words I live by every single day of my life. You see, for me, anime always has been and always will be freedom. And basically, I actually still hold those words close to my chest. I mean, right here in my heart. Right there. So basically, what I did was, it's actually an SYOC, or Send Your Original Characters. So basically, if you guys want to be a part of the action, you know, just feel free to actually hit me up and let me know that if you guys got like any characters you want to throw in and stuff like that. I'd be more than happy to actually throw those characters in, whether they be self inserts like me, because I threw myself into the mix. Because basically, if the characters can have all the fun, why can't I? I mean, this is kind of like my retortment to the whole "What would you do if anime is deemed illegal?" And that meme actually started over on Facebook right before I started Twitter. I mean, basically, for me, anime is like my greatest passion. It is like hands down one of the greatest things for me, and I'm willing to defend it straight up. And basically, here's what basically, the whole story starts in Boston, Massachusetts. I mean, this is like one of my favorite places in the United States, and there's like a lot of history, in Boston. So I kind of started out in Boston, and then basically what I did was I actually added Fenway Park, the Boston Harbor, the Freedom Trail, the New England Aquarium, and also other locations within Boston, and try to depict like where the battles are going to be and all that stuff. And basically, we're actually trying to actually take out like these major cities. Like I just liberated Boston, and right now I'm actually in New York, helping the New York Resistance, led by W, which is actually created by my good friend Whiskey Foxtrot Tango Charlie 141. A really great guy. And he actually also has a YouTube channel as well. It goes under WFT. So, WFTC 141. This one's out for you, my man. Basically, represent. And we actually also happen to be you know, fan fiction writers. But, my pen name, it actually happens to be like my alter ego. I go by the pen name Bloody Demon 666, and he's actually my alter ego as well. And if you guys actually are interested in actually, you know, having me do a video with him, just let me know in the comments. I'd actually be more than happy to actually, introduce you to my fan fiction writing alter ego. I mean, eventually he'd be more than happy to actually just, give you guys a little insight to, how his mind works. Trust me. There's me, and then there's the demon. And this guy is actually just really great. And don't worry, he's actually what you call a gentleman demon. Basically, he actually finds other ways of actually, relenting sins through other means like, writing and stuff. That's kind of like how I actually do things. So anyway, I figured I'd actually just make this little quick video for you guys here. So, without further ado, just remember these three things, guys. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime is freedom, and until the next one, this is Mr. Enemy 343 saying, sayonara everyone.